If your dream is to move to another country, I want to talk about a strategy that most people often overlook, and this works. Large companies have billions of dollars on their balance sheet, and what they do is they hire an army of lawyers to ensure that they hire and promote the most successful executives at their companies. Now, if you get a job at a company and you worked incredibly hard and you networked a lot in that company, then what happens is over time, you will of course get promoted several times. And you'll actually get to a point where you will get promoted to a very, very senior position at the headquarters of the mothership of the company. Now, if that company is based in another country, what will happen is they will walk through walls for you with their army of lawyers to get you a visa. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Now, many times people don't get promoted in companies because they don't ask. It's true. Ask and you'll receive. It's prophetic, and it's actually been true since the beginning of time. So when we're younger and we're in school, we keep our heads down, and we know that if we get good grades, life is awesome, as our parents are proud of us and our teachers also provide positive feedback. Then what happens is this. We graduate and we start working at a company, and we also keep our heads down and we try to do a good job. But then what happens is we look around and we actually notice that other people are getting promoted faster than we are. And it's not just because they're doing a better job than we are. It's because behind closed doors, in meetings with their boss, what they do is they ask several times to get promoted. And so we have to do this or we'll never reach our full potential in life. And I'm going to tell you how to ask in a second. But first of all, remember when you were in school and you got your test or exam back with an average grade, not that good of a grade. And then you went to the teacher to politely contest or complain politely about the grading of the test. And in many cases, the teacher increased your grade a lot, or a bit at least. Remember that? It happened. This actually works as well in the corporate world. So how do you ask for a promotion or a raise then? Well, I humbly recommend using the following strategy. Now, let's say you just reached a very big milestone at work, or you closed a deal and your boss is in the best mood ever, and your boss says, "Great job." Immediately say thank you, of course, and then say, "Please let me know if you have a couple of minutes to chat or meet right now." Then what you do is behind closed doors or over Zoom, you bond a little bit when you say the following, okay? If true, of course. Here's what you say. "I'm so excited about what our team has accomplished together. And I know in my heart that we can accomplish much more. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to ensure our continued success. And so thanks a lot for believing in me. As you know, it's expensive to raise a family in this region of the world or country. And I want to provide as much value as I can to my family. And so I'm asking, can I please humbly ask for a raise or a promotion?" Okay. Now, if they don't say yes, then in your mind, all you heard was not no. Or if they say no, then in your mind, all you heard was not yet. And in that case, what you can do is you can ask them, what do I need to accomplish in order to get a raise or a promotion? What additional value do I need to add to our team? And of course, whatever they tell you, you write that down in your notebook that you brought to that meeting. Okay? And then of course you thank them for their time. Then what you do is in a couple of months or longer, once you're congratulated again by your boss, and if it's a congratulation message based on what you need to accomplish in order to get promoted or a raise, then you ask them for a meeting again. Do this again and again and again, rinse, lather, repeat, and I promise you, you will get promoted or a raise eventually. And that's actually the secret of many senior executives. what happens is behind closed doors, these senior executives over the years, they asked many times, and they asked at the right times for a promotion or a raise. And so you really got to strike when the iron's hot. Life always comes down to a few short moments. So strike while the iron's hot, kind of like when your mom or dad said, "Great job on that grade." And that's when you have leverage to ask your parents for something. So getting promoted and networking, it's kind of like dating in that you have to ask over and over and over again at the right time. Now, you're probably thinking right now, great, Chris, I get it. But what about getting promoted in my company to another country? Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to please close your eyes, okay? And I want you to imagine this, okay? I want you to think about 20 years in the future. It's 20 years in the future now. You're 20 years more successful than you are today. And a younger version of you reaches out to you that's from the same hometown or went to the same school and asks you for an informational meeting. Would you want to help that person? Okay, open your eyes. Of course you'd take that meeting. Of course you would. And what we have to do is we need to find many, many Yodas or mentors in our company that can help you. And they can be anywhere in the world. And just understand that they want to help you. So please ask and you'll receive, I promise you. And if they started working for your company in the country that you live in now, and they are now working at the corporate headquarters in another country, then they are proof that you can do this too. So make sure to reach out to them and ask them for help, because you already told me that you'd want to help a younger version of yourself in 20 years. Now, if this was helpful, please like and subscribe, and thank you as always.